Hi there, I'm Angela Brown and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question and I get to help you find an answer. Now today's question comes from a house cleaner who says, Angela, I often hear you talking about closing out your day. What exactly does that mean? All right, so what it means closing out your day is that means you're done for the day cleaning houses and you get back to your house or you get back to your office and you close out your accounts for the day. What that means is you go over your paperwork for the day. You did 3 houses for today. Did you get paid for all 3 houses? If you did not get paid for all 3 houses, do you need to run the PayPal account of somebody who is paying you for today? Do you have someone's credit card on file that you need to run for the day? Because before the day is over, you need to get paid for that day. If you wait a week and then charge that person's credit card, it's going to show up as a weird random charge. And they're going to look at the day and say, well, my house cleaner didn't come that day. So why are they charging me for today? So you want to do it on the same day so that you can close out your accounts properly. Now, when you close out your day, you're going to also do an inventory of your cleaning caddy. And you're going to look at all of your cleaning supplies and you're going to say, how many of the cleaning supplies am I running out of? And if you're running out of some of your supplies, you're going to want to top those off. Because when you show up tomorrow, you want full supplies so that you can do your job properly. Now, after you do an inventory of your supplies, you also want to check your equipment. And so what that means is you got to look at your vacuum cleaner. Does your vacuum cleaner need to be wiped down? And I say wiped down because even the best vacuum cleaners still pick up dust. When they heat up, they're like magnets and they get dust on the outside of them. Or if you're rolling them around on people's dirty carpets, there's going to be dust and maybe hair or dog hair or pet hair or something that's on the outside of the vacuum cleaner or on the wheels. And you don't want to wheel that into the next customer's house. So you want to wipe down the exterior of your vacuum cleaner. And then also you want to make sure that your vacuum canister or bag is empty and that it's ready and clean for the next customer. You don't want to be carting germs and dust and something from someone else's house into another customer's house. So you want to make sure your vacuum cleaner is working and that it's clean. And by clean, you also need to check the bristles because a lot of times you'll go over the carpet and we'll pick up hair in those turn bristles. And so you're going to have to get a pair of scissors or a seam ripper and you're going to have to cut all that hair out and pull out strings and dental floss and anything that you might have vacuumed up that you don't want to take to the next customer's house. So after you've done an inventory of your supplies, after you have cleaned your vacuum, after you've sanitized your mop, this is also a time where you take off the head of your mop and you sanitize it so that it's clean for tomorrow's use. After you've done an inventory of your supplies, you need to check out your vehicle. Having a working vehicle is paramount to you being at your job on time. That means you need to have gas in your car and that the tires in your car are inflated properly. You don't want to get up tomorrow and be in a hurry racing off to a customer's house when your tires are low of air pressure, or find out that you've run out of gas and you forgot to fill up. So those are little things that you think about every single day. Now, just like we have a worksheet where we go through the customer's house, we also have a worksheet of your closeout items for the day. And so as you go through those closeout items, it's going to alert you to things that need to be taken care of in order for you to do tomorrow's job properly. And along with that comes your uniform. Do you have a clean uniform to wear? One of the biggest time wasters is house cleaning companies who don't wear uniforms. And so every day they get up and they're spending ample amounts of time trying to find clothes that would be appropriate to wear for the day. Don't do that. Just make it simple on yourself and have the same uniform. And then the question is your uniform clean? If you're halfway through the week and you don't have enough uniforms for the week, that night that you're closing out all of your accounts, you may need to do laundry so you have a uniform to wear to work tomorrow. And so you want to make sure that that's part of your daily closeout is that you're all ready for the very next day. Because the worst thing that can happen is your car breaks down or you run out of gas or you have flat tires or you don't have the proper clothing and you can't find shoes or socks or whatever it is that you need, that you get to a customer's house and you don't have the right supplies and you have to leave the job in the middle to go out and run down to the store to go buy something. All of those are things that cut into your company profits. And so if you get in a routine, and we love routines, right? We have a routine when we get to a customer's house. that we do a series of things that means the job is complete. So you have a series of things that you have to do when the job is done, and you go back to your home or back to your office and you close out your program for the day, whatever that might be. And so it's part of your daily routine. I cannot tell you how many house cleaners have no routine. And so they leave a customer's house and they go home and they leave all their cleaning supplies in the back of their car. And they never have any idea how much of their cleaning supplies they have. And they're constantly running out. They're constantly running from the customer's house back to their car to see if there's a spare version of something, because they may have spares in their car, but they have no idea what their cleaning supplies are. And they're very, very disorganized, and it's really tough to run a business that way. Those are the same house cleaners that have a hard time collecting from their clients because they did not close out their accounts at the end of the day. And when you call a customer up on the phone and you say, listen, I'm closing out my accounts for today. I don't have your credit card. How do I close that out? Can I get that from you right now? It just becomes a matter of fact. It's not you chasing the customer around. Are they going to pay me? It's been 5 days. When do I get the money? If you run a business, then you need to have some kind of a closeout process for the day. It's very logical. It's common sense. It's how you run a business. And if a customer forgot to pay you, a phone call that afternoon lets them know, hey, I'm a real business. I did a service for you today. I need money for today. It's just a matter of fact transaction. There's no emotion involved. And so for you to go 3 days, 5 days a week, 2 weeks with no money, that's just weird and it's unprofessional. So there needs to be some kind of a process at the end of every day where you close out your day. That's how you run a business. All right, so I hope that answers your question. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.